Entertainment Schmig.
And it's brought to you by Plaza Motors. St. Louis's own Phyllis Smith, star, I think her biggest role probably playing Phyllis on The Office. She stars in the Pixar animated film Inside Out, which opens, well, there were some showings last night. That's the new trend. Movies don't open on Fridays anymore. They open on Thursdays. Just thinking out loud. I probably should talk about movie openings on Thursdays. But Inside Out, it stars all of these emotions living inside this 11-year-old girl's head. Her name is Riley. Amy Poehler plays joy, and Phyllis Smith plays sadness. You also have Bill Hader as fear, Louis Black as a great anger, and Mindy Kaling as disgust. But out of all of the emotions, it really is Amy Poehler and Phyllis Smith's movie. Not giving anything away, but there's a part where they're all in like master control of Riley's brain. And joy and sadness get sucked up this tube and lost in the inner workings of Riley's mind, and they have to find their way back to master control. It's a beautiful film. I think it's great to watch with your kids because sometimes they have trouble understanding what all these emotions are that are bubbling up inside them. And as you look, it's going to make me cry. I am sadness. I am Phyllis Smith today. As you go through this girl's brain and you see all of her past memories, it was hard for me to sit there with my 6-year-old and, you're watching your kids grow up and you're watching this girl grow up and lose certain memory. Oh, it's just a beautiful film. Go see it, even if you don't have kids.
Phyllis Smith's going to be your guest this morning.
She is.
9 o'clock hour.
Just after 9 o'clock. So make sure you don't change the channel at all. John Hamm, another St. Louis in making news. We talked about how he was at Bonnaroo with Zach Galifianakis last weekend. The two of them are still filming a movie together. And they actually, after they went to Bonnaroo, they went to some cafe, Tupelo Honey.
Oh, yeah, good song.
Yeah. Tupelo Honey. They went there, and this bartender, Abby Swartz, who had just moved into town, waited on them in Chattanooga. She starts talking to them. They were like the only people in the restaurant, so she said it was hard to not
be crazy starstruck.
Yeah, she knew exactly who they were. It wasn't like, that kind of looks like a celebrity. She knew from the second they walked in. And as they were leaving, John Hamm was kind of wrestling with his bracelet. He still had his all-access Bonnaroo bracelet on. And he handed it over to Abby, and he said, "Here, take this. This will get you anywhere you need to be at Bonnaroo."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the only problem is
Abby's like, I didn't want to go, but thanks.
Hey.
She had just moved to town. She was supposed to be celebrating her 1-year anniversary with her boyfriend and didn't have a second bracelet. She called him, though, and he's like, "Go do it. Go with your coworkers." And she, showed up with this bracelet and got everywhere. Backstage, all access, like bird's eye view from the side of the stage watching Billy Joel. She said it was like the opportunity of a lifetime.
I did that at Lawnmower Sculpture Park. Gave someone my admittance bracelet. Had to tape it.
Yeah, right.
Just after I tore it off, I was leaving. Sorry, Lawnmower.
Zach Galifianakis, by the way, $250 tip for Abby.
Why did he give her his? She would have 2.
I think he already cut it off. Zach Galifianakis was the responsible one who cut it off as soon as he went home. I don't know. Happy 40th anniversary to Jaws.
40.
There's a shark in there in the waters.
It's not.
I know it's not what he said, but we got to get a bigger boat.
It's not an
He didn't say
accent.
that.
Huh? What'd he say?
We got to get a bigger boat.
He said,
Get your hands
gonna
off my
need-
wife.
no, that was
What?
Roy Scheider's character.
Right.
I don't know. You
Right.
can go watch it in theaters. It's being re-released.
Would you mind rubbing some oil on my shoulders?
Yes, that was the big
That was
line.
the-
Sorry, I smell like cod. Oh.
Nothing says Happy Father's Day like taking your dad to see Jaws on Sunday. It's a special 2-day event where they're showing Jaws on the big screen again, Sunday and then Wednesday.
Don't bother with the second one. Is that the one with Dennis Quaid?
That's the third.
No, not.
That was in 3D.
I know. I went to the theater and saw that one.
Hey, the shark ate Manimal. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what that means.
The guy who played Manimal.
I thought you
don't-
said that was
again.
all you were saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, Guy.
NBC made it official. Brian Williams not returning to NBC Nightly News. He will be on MSNBC in charge of breaking news and special reports. He sat down earlier this week.
MSNBC, we don't really care about the credibility issue here.
Here's the irony, though, okay? And it's a terrible irony. He sat down earlier this week and taped an interview with Matt Lauer that was supposed to run today on the Today Show. But because of the horrific shooting, the church shooting, breaking news.
Well, it's way bigger than that.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're not airing the interview. But he will, by the way, not only be on MSNBC, but will be taking a big pay cut, apparently.
That's when I saw that.
How is that possible if he's got a contract?
Well, he would have to agree to it, the amended contract. You know how that works.
He was making roughly $10 million a year and will not be. Yes.
Be hosting a new show called Brian Williams' Tall Tales. On MSNBC.
And other hosting news, Trevor Noah is taking over for The Daily Show, but apparently it was Chris Rock's job. They were in talks, Chris and Comedy Central, to host. He considered it. He only wanted to do it for a year through the 2016 election, then hand it off to somebody else, and then the talks fell through. But can you imagine Chris
Would've
Rock
been
hosting
awesome.
The
Yeah.
Daily Show? Oh,
It'd been great, but for a year.
So
I get
what?
it.
I'm okay with that.
A
Really?
year and through the election?
Right.
It'd have been good.
Yeah.
That's Entertainment Schmig. Schmig Schmackdown at 7:40. Another edition of the Schmig at 8:40. And you can catch this online. Well, I guess right now if you're watching it online, but later on at y98.com.